Hi there and welcome along to a warm-up for you to row along to. This one is going to be a 10-minute warm-up. Now this is what I would do before a kind of hard, mid-tier tempo piece, one that really pushes you up from an intensity point but isn't a max effort. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off at our nice low intensity row, and then we're going to increase the pace and then back off a little bit, increase the pace, back off a little bit as we get through this 10 minutes. That'll get your heart rate up, it'll get your muscles firing, but it's not going to exhaust you before your main session. Now, as always, we start off our warm-up by setting up our machine. On a Concept 2, set up your drag factor first. If you're not using a Concept 2, then set your resistance to a point where you're able to connect with the machine properly, but it doesn't feel like you're rowing a cruise ship down a river, okay? If you are using a Concept 2, then I have a video on the YouTube channel which goes through what drag factor is and some ideas where to set it. Next up, go to your monitor and set it to eye height so you don't have to look up and don't have to look down. And finally, your foot straps should allow you to be able to slide forward to the front to get your shins into a vertical position without feeling like they're fighting against you, or that it's a little bit too easy and you go flying past that vertical position, which can cause injury, or at worst, or at best, just power leaks. Okay. So we're going to start this off at 18 strokes a minute, and all we're really going to do is connect with our legs as though we're doing a bodyweight squat, and then connect our arms at the same time, okay? So you're not putting in loads of effort as we start. So let's get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm not saying minimum effort, but for the time being, just as you get started, all I want you to do is concentrate on just a press with the legs, and then getting the timing right, that when you do that press with the legs, that's when the handle connects with whatever system your rowing machine uses, whether it's a magnet or a flywheel or a water wheel. Now we're going to do this gentle pace for around about a minute. Then I want you just to think about increasing a little bit for the next minute, and then we'll increase a bit more after that. Now, I usually describe effort and pace with a 2K training pace reference. So really what we want to do by the end of this 2 minutes is to be at 2K plus 20 pace. And what that means is that you row a 2 kilometer time trial, and the resulting time you divide by 4 to give you your average 500 meter time. And that's what I mean by 2K pace. So when I say 2K plus 20, you just go 20 seconds slower. So if it was 2 minutes, you'd row at 2:20. Okay, in 3 strokes time, we're going to increase to 20 strokes a minute and go right about 2 seconds faster. Here we go. Follow me for the change in stroke rate. As long as you take a stroke, when I do, then you'll get the stroke rate spot on. You'll have probably needed to increase that shove from your legs in order to be able to increase your stroke rate. And then that will automatically have led to a speed increase. Now we're going to do this for 2 minutes, and then at the end of the 2 minutes, we're going to go back to that 18 strokes a minute again, and a couple of seconds slower. So from a 2K training pace point of view, ideally, you want to be rowing this at 2K plus 18 right now. 1 minute to go. Let's start thinking technique. Should hopefully be warm enough at this stage that you can start to think about proper body angles, which means I want you to lean in at the front of the machine to around about 1 o'clock position. And then as you drive back, you finish in an 11 o'clock lean. And try and keep that posture powerful as you do it. Don't bend from your lower or upper back. Just tilt forwards and backwards over your hips. Okay, so in 3 strokes time, we're going to go back down to 18 again. One more. Here we go. So 18 strokes a minute again. And just ease off the pace by a couple of seconds, which should have happened naturally just by slowing down your stroke rate. And then as we get to the end of this minute, we're going to increase pace and stroke rate again up to 22 strokes a minute and about 2k plus 15 or 16 pace. But like I say, hopefully the stroke rate increase would take you up there anyway. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds and then return to 18s for 30 seconds. So one more stroke here. And let's go up to 22. Again, just follow me for stroke rate. And like I say, that extra shove that you have to put from your legs in order to hit this stroke rate should be all it needed for you to go a couple of seconds faster still. Last stroke, back down to 18s. I'm going to do this for 30 seconds again, and then we're going to go up to 24 strokes a minute and 2k plus 12. So again, just an extra shove from your legs. If you don't have that kind of a timer in front of you, all I mean is increase your effort. Last stroke. Let's go up to 24s. Again, just follow me for stroke rate. In order to increase your stroke rate, you'll have to increase that push from the front and also that release of the handle away from your body to speed up the recovery to the front of the machine. Last stroke. Back down to 18s. And you remember when you hit these 18s, you're slowing right back down to 2k plus 20. That good kind of squat from the front, but not overdoing it. Okay, 2 more strokes. Then we're going to go up to 26 strokes a minute and 2k plus 9. Here we go. Now you might find, in order to hit 2k plus 9, this time, because of that 3-second jump, you might have to give a little bit harder of a shove from your legs to get there. Last stroke, back to 18s. Now what you'll notice is that every time I talk about increasing stroke rate and pace, I'm talking about it coming from the legs. I'm not saying pull harder, I'm saying push harder with the legs. Right, we're going up to 28 in 2 seconds and 2k plus 5 this time. Or 2 strokes, sorry. Here we go. So get that stroke rate up. That release of the handle away from your body is really important. The higher stroke rate you get, you'll notice I'm not pausing at the back of the stroke. There's never a point where I'm stopped. 2 strokes. 1 more. Back to 18s. It's all about a flow. You drive, you finish, you recover, you return. Drive, finish, recover, return. It's all a flow. All right, last one. 30 strokes per minute. Coming up now at 2K pace. Here we go. Try and really get up there. This one, you'll have to put in a little bit more effort because you're jumping 5 seconds from the last one. But that's what you need to do before your tough session ahead. Last one. And let's paddle home at 18s again. So that last spurt there is all about making sure your body's firing properly on all cylinders, ready for whatever session you now have in store. Last stroke. So that will have got you properly warmed up, ready to go. Have a quick drink, then load up whatever session you're about to do. Good luck with it, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, be well. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this warm-up, why not pick one of my RowAlong sessions to do next? Just take a look at the RowAlong YouTube channel.